morning. Good morning from beautiful Miami. My name is Maryam Isa Al Ali Zastipel. I put God first. This is my story and I have a purpose. I help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. Everything I do in my life, from the minute I wake up in the morning to the minute I go to sleep at night, is in service of something bigger than who I am.
That's right. My name is Alexander Zastipel. My purpose is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence.
And today we're going to be talking about a very important topic for life and also for a business. And this topic is called being omnipresent, right? And when you are being omnipresent, it's something that we're going to be going deep into this. One thing I forgot to mention in the intro is that this is a Clear and Conquer Live. We come to you guys every single Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's 8 p.m. Dubai time.
Yes, 100%. And this is all about bringing you information that you can take and apply for yourself and use it immediately in your life. This is not about being inspired. It's not about being motivated, although you will have those side effects. But it is about getting results and having things that you can immediately apply in your life.
100%. So today we're going to be talking about this topic. This is very important for whether you have a business or not. It's a life skill. So let's start with the definition. What does it mean?
Absolutely. So omnipresent. What does omnipresent mean? It means widely or constantly encountered, commonly or widely spread. Let me say that again. Widely or constantly encountered, common or widespread, meaning present everywhere at the same time. You can think of some great examples of people that are omnipresent or companies that are omnipresent. You got McDonald's, you got Starbucks, you got Amazon, you got Tesla. And then for people, you have the presidents, you have the rulers, you have people, celebrities. Those are all people that are omnipresent and being everywhere at the same time. They are well known, and therefore their bank account and things that they wanted to achieve get reflected as well.
100%. So let's get to it then.
Yes.
What is the number one reason why people need to go omnipresent? Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, 100%. So omnipresent, the reason why you need to become omnipresent is it is literally the way. It is the way to accomplish your dreams. Okay? What do we mean by that? If you are going through life, most likely the way that you were told to go through life, let me ask you a question. How is that currently working right now? Is it the same as last year? Is it the same as 5 years ago? Are you pretty much in the same situation? Okay, if that is the reason, most likely you are not omnipresent. Most likely not enough people know who you are. When people know who you are actually able to accomplish any dream that you possibly want. I mean, think about it. People that know the McDonald's company, they do not have the most healthy product. They do not have the best thing on this planet, but they are one of the most known companies on this planet. So therefore they're one of the top, and they have accomplished their mission and goal in that company. An individual like yourself, what are your goals and your dreams? And who do you need to know, and who needs to know you in order to accomplish that? Most likely, it's not just the 50 people that go to your church. Most likely, it's not just the people in your community. You need to think outside of that, because if you do not, I promise you, if you're someone that has massive goals, you will not accomplish them.
Wow, that's insane. And it's something that, like, we're going to be going more into this. But the thing is that those companies what's the word I'm trying to, there's something in Arabic here that needs to be translated in English, and I'm trying to find this. I'm finding it difficult to do this for a second here. So it's more like you said, like one thing that we learned from Grant Cardone is that best known beats best. And this is the example that Alex shared with you, like right now. It's because they are everywhere. You see Coca-Cola everywhere, you see Starbucks by every corner, and that's why it's not like maybe Starbucks is not the best coffee, but it's the best known. Like everybody knows Starbucks more than any other coffee brand. My favorite coffee brand is Eli. It's an Italian brand, right? And that's not known. It's not as known as Starbucks, right? And because of that, they have this omnipresence going on.
Yeah, 100%. And they, again, are accomplishing the company's dreams and goals. Like, so you have to think about what your goals are. Most likely, they're too small, which is another conversation. Like having too small goals is also a major problem.
Yeah.
Okay, that's average way of thinking, and look at where average gets most people on this planet. They get stampeded in the recessions and all of those things. They are the people that get crushed. Okay, so that's not a good position to be in either. But when you're thinking about your goals, your dreams, how are you going to accomplish them? The best way and the most important way to accomplish your goals and your dreams is you have to figure out how more people are going to know you. Okay, and even get some hate going on. Even get some people that admire you, but okay, again, hate though. You need that too. You may not think so, but you do.
Yes. So that's the first reason.
Yes.
It's going to be helping you accomplish your dreams.
Yes.
The second reason why it's so important for you to be omnipresent is that people need to know who you are. Someone out there needs to know who you are. You know? They just need to know. What do you do? What do you provide? What does your company do? Who are you? Right? And when you understand that people need to know me, and when people need to know me, when people know me, I can actually help them. People need to know who Mariam Al-Ali is.
Mm-hmm.
People need to know who I am. People need to know who is Alex is. And because that's why we are always everywhere. We have a marketing checklist. Where is it? Here somewhere. See, this is our marketing checklist. Every single day, we follow our marketing checklist. Why? Because we need people to know us. This is we post everywhere. People need to know that I help people find their purpose. People need to know that he needs them. He can help them live their purpose and make money out of their purpose. We need to do that. That's why we are everywhere. We are on social media. We are on every single platform: WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Twitter,
YouTube,
TikTok. You know, all of them. Even though I'm telling you, there are some platforms I don't want to post in them.
Yeah.
But I need to be everywhere. What is omnipresent? Being everywhere all at the same time.
Yeah.
How many of you guys actually you see me and you see Alex on you see us on, let's say, you see us on Facebook, and then you see us again on Instagram, and then you see us on WhatsApp, we send you broadcast, and then you see us on Snapchat, and then you see us on LinkedIn, and then you see us on Twitter. Oh my God, guys, you are repeating so much. Oh my God, Shartuna, you guys are so annoying. You know who we are. You talk about us. You talk about me, you talk about Alex. You know we are a married couple here. He's from US and I'm from Dubai, and we make this happen, right? You know who we are because we are showing up every single day. And that's not an accident, that's intentional. We are intentional. People need to know who we are. Because the more people who know who we are, the more people we can help. The more people we can. If you don't know me, I cannot help you. Maybe you have a problem right now. I can't help you. Every single one of you guys watching this, whether you're watching the live or you're watching the archive, I'm telling you, someone out there needs your product or service. Someone needs to know you. That's why it's very important for you to be everywhere.
100%. 100%, Miriam. Like, if you are not everywhere, you are actually doing the society a disservice. It is actually unethical and selfish of you not to be everywhere. That's 100% on you. And by the way, if you don't know who we are, shame on us.
Yes.
We're not doing enough.
It's our responsibility. Okay? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. We need to post more. We had this friend, she's from the GC licensee, and she saw me the other day and she's like, oh my God, where have you been, Mariam? I see Alex posting every day on Facebook. I'm like, I post every day on Facebook. I should post more. You know? Sorry, I just wanted to mention that. I need to post more. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's true. Like, and that's one of Grant's rules: assume no one saw it. Nobody has seen anything that you've done. And that's a problem because you have so much to offer to those people. Like, being known is going to help you get your service to them. And we make it an ethical issue for us not to do these things. Like, it's actually our ethical responsibility and duty to do this. Okay. Like, if we do not do this, we cannot help someone. Okay. We can't reach to the people that actually want to be helped. Yes, there's plenty of people that will never be able to be helped. Newsflash. Like, there's definitely people out there that are refusing help.
Right.
We could give away everything that we have, private mentorship. We could give them private mentorship every day for free, and they would still say no.
Yes.
Okay? And that's once it gets to that point, that's completely different. But those people might know someone that actually wants help. That's the point. And they might be haters too. I need them to hate on me so they can spread my name.
Right.
So I can expand. If I'm not expanding, the opposite of expansion is what? It's not staying the same. It is dying.
Yes.
Contracting. Yes.
Yeah, that's the word I couldn't say. If you're not sorry guys, we don't filter here.
Yeah, and English is a second language, by the way.
Yeah.
Second language, and she's still like a 99% on it. So
let's go. So here's the thing, guys. Like, if you're not growing, you're dying. And death doesn't mean the death of this physical unit. Death means that you're not here anymore. You exited. You're gone. Because you're not growing. Does it say, I'm like this, all side graphs fall down? This is what we know, right? So it's very interesting that, speaking of haters, shout out to the haters. Thank you so much, because nobody spread our names like you guys.
Thank you.
Because of and it's a free. It's a free marketing, it's a free thing that they are doing for me and for Alex too, right? So think about it, like the people who hate you will spread your name more than the people who love you. I cannot wait for the day someone makes a video of me, what do you call it, like criticizing me.
Oh, criticizing.
Oh, like what they do with the grant. Grant is a scam. Oh my gosh, when am I gonna see this one? Because that video will go more viral than, oh my God, Mariam, help me find my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is energy. Oh my God, I hate her. I'm gonna make a video about her. Okay, thank you. Right? So here's the thing, guys. It's the people who actually, if you don't get criticized and hate, you're not doing a lot of work. Nobody knows you, Habibi. Nobody knows you, So nobody knows you, khalas. Nobody knows you cannot help anyone. So that is the second reason why it's so important for you to be omnipresent, is because someone there needs to know who you are.
Mm-hmm. And the third reason, okay? Now this one's a twister and something you've been lied to about. Okay, you have straight up been lied to. You were told that you're being selfish if you expand, but here's the thing. You were taught to be selfish and stay in your own lane. You were taught to be selfish and stay in your lane and just do just enough. Okay? That is selfish. Okay? What do I mean by that? If you are not sharing your gifts, your passions, the things that God has given you, shame on you. You should be sharing that with this planet. Like this, you would probably agree that this planet is messed up, or whatever your reality is. Do something about it. Help this planet. Expand. When you become omnipresent, you are removing yourself from the selfishness, because when you expand, you can actually help more people. When you go reach the omnipresence, you can help more people, even if you have haters. And you should have haters, by the way. And it is uncomfortable to have haters, but have them, right? Like when you were taught to stay in your own lane, just do enough, just go to your 9-to-5 job. Don't work too hard. You're going to burn out. All of these sayings are from the average minded person that has given up on their own dreams and is therefore, to be honest, being selfish, which, by the way, it's okay for people to have their own realities and their own thing, do their own thing and have the $40,000 a year job. That's fine, but in a way, they're definitely being selfish. You might not want to hear this, but in a way they definitely are, because they actually have things and gifts that they can share with this planet that this planet desperately needs and is actually affecting them on the go around. Oh. Think about that. By you doing that, you are actually not helping the planet as much as you could be, and not making it as good of a place as it could be. And what you're not doing is going for your potential, because you were told to settle. You were told to just get that job, just go to college, just do this, and then you'll be good. How's that working out for you? Just be honest with yourself. Right. Maybe you're prospering right now. Great, perfect. But how's that working out for most of you? Wow,
that's a very powerful point. So you're being selfish when nobody knows who you are. I'm gonna tell you how I was raised, and this is again cultural differences. I know every nation is different. But the way I was, even here, I was told not to be known, not to go to be under the radar. Mm-hmm. Shh, be quiet, okay? Mm-hmm. Do not raise your voice. A good woman doesn't have a loud voice. Shh, I go to work quiet, swipe your card, quiet, Be quiet. Don't create any problems. Do not be loud, so nobody will know who you are. Oh my gosh, you want a promotion? Do not annoy your line manager. Do not make your line manager get annoyed by you and by the things that you can do. Be quiet. Don't make problems. Don't make challenges. Be quiet. Be dead. That's what they're telling you. Be dead. Be dead. That's what they're telling you. Be nothing. And when you are actually having something amazing to offer to the world, but you are not doing that, guess what? You are being nothing. Your existence doesn't matter. Because you don't want it to matter. It has nothing to do with your line manager or husband or children, or it doesn't matter. You cannot blame anyone. You blame yourself, because you are the one who is not wanting to be going ahead and sharing what they can do. You're being selfish. I cannot be selfish. God gave me all this knowledge and I'm being selfish. Clear and conquer. We cannot be selfish with all this education that God has given us. You know, we cannot be selfish not to share with people how we got successful and where we are headed. Everything we've been talking about is recorded. One day you guys will look back at these videos and be like, oh my God, back in 2020, they used to say we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, and they did. Because we are committed to our dreams, because we need more people to know us. People who will, the more you share your purpose, the more you share the thing that you do, you're going to attract the right people.
Yeah.
Why did we attract William? Because we're not selfish. How did he attracted us? He's not selfish. Who's Wi-Fi? Who's William? He is the owner of Purple Circle. He's our amazing friend who actually powers this program every single Tuesday. So the thing is, guys, when you are not saying what you're supposed to be saying, doing what you're supposed to be doing, when you are being selfish, staying in your own lane, when you die, they will remember you for the 3 days, and then nobody remembers you after that.
Yeah.
But we know we're going to be living for eternity.
100%.
That's what we know.
And one thing to add to that, Miriam, too, is what kind of situation were you in when you were being selfish? Because we both were in that situation at one point too. So that's what we were told.
Yeah, I was being selfish by not sharing with people like my education. Oh, don't share it with her. She's gonna get smarter. Okay, she's gonna get to your level. Or when you mentor people, do not tell them all the information. Save some of the information on the back for yourself. It's your unique thing. Do not share. Shh. She's gonna build a business based on your information. I'm like, until she gets to my information, I would be already gone somewhere else. I'm not selfish. The more I learn, the more I share. Because when you understand knowledge and education and experiences, the more you have of it, the more you can share. And I'm not the ones who are actually scared of sharing information are people who have a scarcity mindset. They're not growing every day. They're not learning every day. They're not learning. They're not growing. So they have 5 points to share with you. We have infinite.
Yeah.
We have infinite. And it's selfish. When were you selfish, by the way?
Well, when I was selfish, I was doing things that weren't aligned with my purpose. I didn't even know my purpose. Like I had no clue. And I was attracting the wrong people, and I didn't know why. I was in the wrong environments, and I wasn't making the money I wanted to make, and I wasn't making the impact I wanted to make. And I couldn't figure it out. What I found out is I was simply just being selfish. I was being comfortable. I was settling. Okay, and all of those things are an extremely good formula for those of you that want to live paycheck to paycheck, for those of you that want to be a victim all of the time and blame everyone else, for those of you that want to get pounded by a recession and lose your jobs, for those of you that want to just kind of be comfortable, you want all of these things that most people get as a result. If you want the average life, those are what the things you're going to get. If you want those, this actually isn't for you. But if you want to do massive things, if you want to do bigger things for this planet, like if you want to actually do more, you're going to have to be omnipresent and not be selfish. And to Miriam's point here, like when she was back being selfish herself, because both of us have been in this situation. Everybody, it happens to everybody. But what you do going forward is going to determine the future and therefore the planet, to be honest, in a really big impacted way.
100%. I think we should move to the next one.
Yes, absolutely. I think
This is me?
Yep.
It's so good. This comment is so good. I'm just saying. So the fourth reason why you should be omnipresent is that you should not be dimming in your own light. When you're not sharing who you are and telling people who you are dimming your own light. Maybe let's say nobody taught you to be selfish. People are okay with whatever you do, but you are the one who is not believing enough on yourself that you're not even attracting attention to you. You don't believe in yourself, so you are dimming your own light. How many people you can actually help through the information you have? So you're dimming your own light. You are light. You are light. And someone needs that light. Someone needs this information. Someone needs these, what's the word now? They need your essence. They need it.
Mm-hmm.
You can help them. But when you are dimming your own life, you are dimming your own self-value. You are dimming your own worth. You are disrespectful to yourself as well. And on top of all that, you are not authentic. Because your soul is there to shine, not to be dimmed by darkness, not to be dimmed by someone else's perspective of you, or it's not be dimmed by someone telling you what to do or how to act or how to be. You know, your reality is much bigger than whatever told you it is. So why are you dimming the light of a soul that God gave you for it to have an impact? That's why I talk about purpose. When you find your purpose, you cannot hide your soul anymore. You can't, because your soul is gonna keep on asking you, where are you? I want to help. Take me out. I want people to learn. I want people to understand. You are not here to be dimming me as a soul. So your soul want to go out, but you are dimming your soul. No. Listen, they're gonna talk about us. They're gonna criticize us. I'll tell you, I come from a little bit. I come from the Middle East, and I was growing up in a little bit of a. I'm not gonna share the details, but like for a very long time, I thought I don't want to be seen or heard, because what will people say about me? What will people think about me? Right? I showed my face. It's not very common. And if you do, yes, people will respect it, but it's still not like as societies in general in the Middle East, it's still not acceptable 100%. It's not acceptable for a woman to show her face. How about your hair? Oh my gosh, right? But then I didn't allow that, because I know someone there needs me to help them. I can give them some of my light. I can give that person some of my life to tell them it's okay. You can go after your dreams. You can go conquer your existence. You can find your purpose. You can build a business. You can go after your PhD. You can be confident. You can be a speaker. You can be anyone you want. Imagine if I was dimming my own light. Nobody will know who I am. I will not be helping all those people I've been helping all these years.
Wow.
You know? So it's a crime. It's a crime for you to dim your light. And again, going back to the second point, it's selfish. Because when you are being selfish this way, you are literally banning your soul from helping another soul that needs your help today, because you don't want anyone to see you. You're hiding. And by the way, guess what? When you're hiding, you're going to keep on hiding. That's not going to change. You're going to keep on hiding, by the way, unless you make a decision to unhide. A lot of women come to me from the Middle East. They want to show their face. It's not acceptable. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them do, but then they say, oh my God, my brother told me not to do it. My dad told me not to do it. My cousin told me not to do it. Oh my gosh, what if my son thinks I'm not a good person because I'm showing my face? But I'm telling you now, in 20 years, this whole thing right now will be nothing. Because nothing stays the same. And you will be a pioneer. I will be a pioneer, one of those people who are showing up every single day on Instagram, Facebook, and everything else. So, are you going to keep dimming your light? Or are you going to be doing something about it because someone needs your help today?
Miriam stopped dimming her light. That's for sure.
Huh?
You stopped dimming your light. That's for sure. And like Miriam has a massive amount of a thing called, like Jungle G would say, vitamin C, which is vitamin courage.
Let's go.
Like this is a person that represents courage, and it's not about like her going against things and being someone that's against all of these things.
Right.
It's someone that's shining with their own light. She was enlightened. And by definition, enlightened means spiritually aware. And aware is having a certain perception of a fact or situation. Yes, I just dropped a bomb on all of you. But so
thank you.
Yes, spiritually aware is she was enlightened. She became spiritually aware. Okay, and she actually started listening to God instead of all of other people's opinions that are based off of evil and the devil and things trying to get in her way of enlightening other people on this planet.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so I just had to
Yeah, because speaking of God didn't create me for me to dim my light.
Yeah.
God is gonna ask me, what did you do? Now, how many people did you help? When God asks you, what are you gonna answer? What are you gonna say to God? How comfortable are you with that conversation? God is gonna ask you, what did you do? I gave you time, I gave you life. What did you do in this universe for 80 years? Complaining about what are you gonna say to God? I complained about my line manager every day. I worked in a job I hated for 40 years. I cheated on my wife so many times. What are you gonna say to God? What are you gonna say to God? So here's the thing, guys. Like, it's beautiful when you see people who are awake and they want to show other people that it's okay to be who you want to be. Don't dim your light. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it once you get to 70 and 80. What are you gonna say when your life is over here? You'll say, what, I dimmed my life. I wish if I listened to Maryam, that by that time there is no point. You wish or not, nothing will happen by that time. So why don't you go ahead and do something today to help someone else? As you said, Alex, like, why don't you go ahead and bring light to someone else, bring help to someone else today? It's your responsibility. You are not here to be selfish. 100%.
100%. You were not here to be selfish. God didn't create you to just stay in your little circle. He did not create you for that. He gave you gifts. He gave you gifts, and he gave you amazing things that other people don't have. Okay, and why aren't you using them? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of reasons. Of course, like you got caught up in the mechanics, you got caught up in the job thing, and like all of these things. But you can actually make a decision right now in this moment to stop doing that, because nothing will change if you don't make a decision first. Like you have to make a decision for yourself. And I'm actually, instead of me using my kids and family as an excuse, I'm going to use that as an inspiration for me to be bigger. Wow. And an inspiration to them instead of being someone that's miserable at their job. How is that an inspiration to your kids? Wow. Right? It's not doing anything. Like you should use that as a motivation, not a liability. Okay? Yeah. It's like it's just, but I understand, because it's easy to get caught up in all of the mechanics. It's very easy to get caught up, and that's exactly what the devil wants. He wants you to get caught up on all these little things and these little problems that you don't even remember the problem last week that you were having. You're in this different one now. What like you went past that last one, now you're at a different one. Why not just go past this one right now? Like, why not think bigger? Why not be omnipresent like we're talking about today? Why not enlighten yourself? Why not shine instead of dimming your own light? I dim my light, very self-sabotaging, dimming my own light. I used to do that. I didn't trust myself. I didn't think that I had potential in me. I thought that I ruined my life by drinking. I thought I wasn't able to memorize things. Yeah. All of these excuses. I came up with every one of them in the book, just like all of you, right? But I knew I had to make a decision. I knew I had to change something. I knew I had to go start investing in myself. I knew that I had to start getting more known. I thought only the wealthy people and the people in my community. Like I remember when I was little, my like I'd have friends that would always have these hookups. So they would be like getting these things in life because of people that their parents knew.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a connection somehow. And my family didn't really have that. So I'm like, why don't we have that? That's not fair. I'm at a disadvantage. And I was playing the victim role here. I was wondering why they got a kitchen, whatever, done for like 5,000 instead of 40,000 because they had that connection. I'm like, why don't we have that? You know, I'm like, why don't we have that? That's not fair. And I was even blaming my parents. I'm like, why didn't they do that? That's my fault. Okay, that's my fault. That's my responsibility that I wasn't even thinking big enough. I was getting caught up in all these little things. I wasn't thinking about being omnipresent because, again, I didn't have mentors in my life. I didn't have people guiding me in the right direction. Nothing.
Wow.
Okay, so what you have to do today is shine your own light, and that's why I pointed at Miriam because she is extremely she has been doing this for a long time, enlightening other people and herself first, right? And I had to learn how to do that too by first finding my purpose. So I actually know how I can do that.
100%. And this is such a big topic, guys. Being omnipresent, it's again, a lot of it has to do with your background. We were told, I mean, doesn't matter where you're from. You were told not to be loud and get attention.
Mm-hmm.
You were told not to get attention. Maryam, don't get attention. I'll give you an example. God bless my dad. Okay, when I started the drive, so I come from a very small town, right? And because my dad was very protective of me, and he's scared, not scared. He growing in that society, he don't want people to talk bad about myself, right? About me and say things about me. So he would do something like he would tell me to do my. So when I started driving, he said, "Do not get a plate for Al Gawain. Get a plate from Dubai, so nobody will know who you are, and say things inappropriately about you." Because I go around, I go to events, and I'm all over the place. And when I reach Gawain at night, well, because I was at that time, I was working until 9 and 10 in the evening. People, and I come, and by the way, everybody in my hometown, they sleep by 8, 9, you know? So imagine there is a car entering the town at 8 or 9 or 10 in the evening, where I was working in Dubai and going back to Gawain. And my dad, because he was worried about people talking about me bad, he would tell me, put a Dubai plate number, so nobody will know in Gawain who is this lady who's coming in late, although he knows I'm at work and everything. So it has a lot to do with what will people say. One time I was helping someone, him being omnipresent, and I'm like, you know what? Let me help you go on Instagram Live. So I help him go with me on Instagram Live, and has his very first time going with me on Instagram Live, you know, and he felt so good about it. And then 2 days later, he contacts me and said, "Maryam, I want to stop the program with you." I'm like, "What happened?" He said, "Some people saw me talking to you, and they started making fun of me. Why am I even showing up on social media and talking about this?" They said they called it cliche. So someone got into his mind and told him that he is not good enough. Why is he want people to know who he is? And by the way, guys, this is happening all the time. It takes courage to be known. I'm gonna scream the loudest with the loudest voice I have. I have a purpose. I have a purpose. And I have a purpose. I put God first. This is my story. And I have a purpose. And I'm writing it. I'm writing my story. I'm omnipresent. I am there. You will remember me. Oh my God. I remember her in Miami. She always, and some say, "Oh my God, every time she says, she say the same statement." What is the statement? She helps others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. Thank you. Thank you. I shout my purpose every day. I make my purpose known. My purpose is known. People know what I do. People know what we do in our company because we talk about it every single day. DMS mentor, DMS purpose, DMS goals, DMS confidence, DMS speak. You know, We have a very intentional way of being omnipresent every single day. It's not an accident that I show up on social media every day. It's not an accident that he does his shows every day. It's not an accident, guys. Because people need to know who we are. We cannot be selfish with the information. Same thing with you. Why are you being selfish? Why are you dimming your own light? Why aren't you allowing yourself to be? To exist? Because of someone else's opinion of you? Listen, guys, wallah, it's not worth it. Be omnipresent. We see people, they're intentional about like being omnipresent. They do it 1, 2, 3 they trade whatever days, and then they quit. They do it and then they quit. They do it and then they quit. It's consistency. You have to do that every day. There's no way around it, right? And now with social media, you don't need really to go out every day. You can show up on social media, post, add value, share with people content that they can use, right? This is how you can be actually omnipresent. This is how you can actually share with people what you do. And when you share with people what you do, they'll come to you because they need help. If you don't share, nobody knows.
100%. You need to share your message. And to Miriam's point, like, people keep on going up and down with the consistency because they don't see immediate results, or maybe they've been doing it for a week and they don't see results. I mean, maybe they got discouraged. Maybe someone said a hate message. Maybe, like she said, we have a client where they went to their family and their family is like, oh, what is this? Well, that sounds really dumb. Why are you doing that? Your own family's telling you they're crapping on your dreams. Like, that's messed up. So whatever it is, that's why I created the accountability group, so I can help hold you accountable and stay consistent 100%. To your goals, and also make sure you're in the right environment. This environment that I have and that we are a part of, we don't control it. We are a part of our environment. We are a part of an environment where we all want to think bigger in this group. We all want to do massive things. We all want results. And the specific intention of this group is results. It is not inspiration. It's not motivation. It's not this cliche mushy mushy thing like Mary.
Mushy mushy.
Cushy mushy. Yes. Cushy mushy.
Mushy mushy is yours.
Okay, mushy mushy is mine. Okay.
Cushy cushy is mine and mushy mushy is yours.
Yes, mushy mushy. Cushy cushy and mushy mushy.
Okay, go ahead. The cushy, never mind.
Yes,
Keep going.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So it's specifically to get results. That's the intention of this group. That's the only intention of this group. Yes, you're going to be getting inspired as well. Yes, you're going to be motivated. But motivation and inspiration is temporary, so results are permanent. So if you want to join, DM us 365, or actually go to clearandconquer.com/goals. That's clearandconquer.com/goals, and join us. I would love to hold you accountable and get you results, and I will also be your mentor at the same time. So number 5, I'm going to share with you guys the last point that we have here, and it is extremely important. I didn't realize this until I actually met Miriam. Okay. And that is, someone needs to know who you are.
Today, right now.
Like, it's a need. It's not that they don't want to know who you are. They actually need to know who you are. Like, your story, your gifts that you have are so important to this planet and your community and your church and all of those things that you have to start sharing all of this with those people. They actually need to hear this story. Whenever I talk about my original story, what happened to me when I was 10 years old, I was having dreams to own the Caesar's Palace. I went to Las Vegas with my family, riding on the airplane. I get out of the terminal. I'm like, this seems like really familiar here. And I go to the Caesar's Palace, which is a $17.3 billion hotel enterprise. Okay. And I'm like, I wonder how I would be able to own this. And I was so mesmerized by, like, the design of it and how much thought and art is put into that building. That's that structure, that piece of property. It's not even just a building. I was like, wow, I want to own this. And then years go by and people start crapping on my dreams, being like, Alex, that's impossible. How are you supposed to own $17.3 billion hotel? You don't even know how to pass English class. Like, Alex, you almost failed English class in your senior year, and you failed in college. Like, what makes you think you can do something like that? Right? I'm like, I guess he's right. I bought into it. I bought into their opinion. I listened to someone else's stupid opinion. Okay. And that allowed me to go into the wrong direction. Like I gave up on my own dreams at that point. And what happened was I started getting into the wrong circles, and then I started getting in my own head. I started self-sabotage, and that was the biggest thing I did, to the point where I was 19 years old and tried to commit suicide. I tried to take my life. It was an actual attempt. Okay. Like I literally tried to end this world because I didn't know my purpose. I didn't know why I was here. I didn't know anything. Like, this is the Caesar's Palace, everybody.
Let's go. This is the Caesar's Palace. Oh my gosh, this is which view is this?
And it's the one that is straight. It's an Instagram view, actually. If you walk right on the street, you can take a picture right here, the same picture. Yeah.
You even know the angles of the Caesar's Palace?
Yes.
Okay, when are we gonna go to the Caesar's Palace? I wanna go
next week.
Let's go. Go ahead.
We have to concentrate on becoming omnipresent, so we can do things like this. And now my goals have also changed. Like they're more centered around other things. But my point here is I gave up on that. What you just saw, I gave up on that. Why did I give up on that? Because I listened to other people. I got in my own head. I started bullying myself. Yes, other people were bullying me, but I was being a biggest bully to myself. And I was being selfish. I was settling. Oh, I already have food. I already have shelter. I already have a car. I want a bigger car, but I'm not really willing to put in the work. And what happened was I was depressed for about on and off for 10 years. Like it was a roller coaster. And the thing that got me out of all of that was actually picking up some books and starting to invest in myself like that. And then I found a faster way, which was investing in mentorship. And that is how I got out of that. Because I later on, a couple more years later, I found my purpose, which is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence, just like I have done for myself. I want that for other people. That's why I state that statement at the beginning of every call.
Let's go.
So what can you learn from that story? Well, what'd you take away from it? I hope you're taking notes, because all of this is things that you can actually apply in your life immediately, and nothing will happen if you don't apply what we are talking about today. We are literally coming to you but with the intention of giving you information to use immediately. So start expanding. Someone needs to know you. Someone needs to hear your message. Hey, if Sally can go do that, if Sally can create a $5 million business in 2 years, then why can't I? She went through all of that. Why can't I? You're going to actually inspire someone, and then you can actually turn it around and teach them what you did. And that's what we do. I teach people how to get out of those situations. I teach people how to have a 6-figure business in a year. I teach people how to live it and monetize off of their purpose. She teaches people how to find it and live it. Okay.
I do. Actually, there is a question here about, do you guys do what?
Affirmations.
Affirmations. For us, go ahead.
Go ahead.
For us, we actually do something more powerful than affirmations. We write our goals every day.
Mm-hmm.
We write our goals, not, I want to lose 1 pound a month. Okay, this is, by the way, we don't have these cute, cushy, mushy goals that you put them in a pinky box and you wrap them in pinky ribbon. We don't have these goals. This is for the average. Okay, our goals are so big, so massive that it scares us. Grant Cardone, our amazing mentor, he actually taught us this. Your goals should be so big, so massive that they have to scare you, and you shouldn't know how. If you know the how, it's a cute goal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If it doesn't scare you, you're gonna quit. It's not big enough. If you go to Cardone Enterprises offices in Miami and you go to the kitchen, there's a picture of the mountain, and it says there, have dreams so big, your problems pale in comparison. Sorry, have dreams so big. I'm sorry, it says, have dreams so big, your problems pale in comparison, right? So for me, instead of saying I am confident, I don't know, why do I want to be confident? So I would say I am a confident speaker. I am beautiful. Why am I beautiful? You know? So this is what I write. I'm closer to God. I'm connected to my soul. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm omnipresent. I put it every day. I'm an international known speaker. I'm a New York best-selling author. I conquer international stages. Alex and I travel the world in our private jet. Alex and I are regular clients at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas, right? Alex, regular, not one time, because we love it. We want to go there all the time, right? Alex and I, oh, that was before I know it. I am the best wife to Alex. Before I know him, I wrote, I am married to my 10x man. We are building our empire together. So for me, stronger than affirmations is action. Okay, you can write it. I can write whatever I want to write. And then what? Affirmations are good, but they are just a feel-good thing. I think, okay? It's a feel-good thing. Oh my God, I have affirmation. I have tawqidat. So, and then what? What is the work? What is the work? You cannot, again, affirmation is a formless intention, and intention without action is a waste of time. You're just dreaming. We heard the video of Patrick, what's his name?
Patrick Bet-David?
Yes. Okay, so Patrick said this amazing thing. He said there is a lot of people who are so ambitious and they have big dreams. Okay? But they're not doing the work. So you know what kind of feeling they have at that time when they are dreaming and they're not working? They have this big dream, but they're not working toward it. They get the feeling of envy. They look at someone else who is getting results and working toward their dreams and getting all the things that they want, and they are envious. And instead of them working on themselves, they are wasting energy looking at someone else. So for me personally, Alex, to some extent, affirmation is a feel-good thing. You write it down. But when you write your goals, and they should scare you, it's then when you know that, wow, I am destined for greatness. And it takes courage to actually write your big goals and even share them. Like you just shared that you want a jet to travel around the world with. And we can
specifically
have
a Bombardier 8000 Global.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful bird.
You should look all these things up, by the way. Like even more than those things, you should find things that it's really rewarding for you and has a powerful why behind it. So even like the jet, there has to be a reason behind it. If it's just to show off and all that stuff, it's not going to be as motivating.
Yes.
But if it's to travel anywhere, whenever we want, at our own time, at our own cost, or at our own convenience, with my family, Miriam, and then once we have kids, and my family, and William,
and my family,
and her family, yes.
It's parts in going.
Yes.
We have an airport.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So you go ahead.
Yeah. So when you have all of those things, it's going to be a lot more exciting. You're actually going to.
I knew he's gonna pull it. I knew William is gonna pull it.
Isn't that just a piece of art too? Like that is a piece of art to me. Like you should be dreaming about these things. But some people were told you like, oh, just stay in your own lane. Those are people are greedy. They only think about themselves. Like whatever you were told. Beautiful jets.
Thank you
for sharing that, William.
Thank you, William.
And shout out to William for producing this show for us.
Thank you, brother.
William has been not only an amazing friend, like he's an amazing friend, but a great business partner too. Like you should be able to surround yourself with people like himself. He's the owner of Purple Circle. He makes websites. He does landing pages.
Automation.
He does marketing. He does automation. He does producing of these shows. He can literally solve all of those problems for you in a very, very short period of time. So
speed.
Just saying.
Speed and quality. So what is your point on affirmation?
Yeah, so affirmations, my point is that you need to, it's writing your goals down as a way of affirmations. Like it's affirming what you are looking towards, and you should write it down first time in the day and first time at night. And back it up with something. You have to make a commitment to those goals, because I can write things down all day. In fact, I can plan, I can look for the perfect time, I can do all of these things, but at some point, particularly today, you have to go take action on those goals.
Yeah.
Like you're still working at a job that you hate. You still are at a place that you're not supposed to be at. You're still hanging around with friends. You're going out and drinking. You haven't found your purpose yet. Like you have to, at some point, look guys, at some point, if things aren't working out for you, you have to change something. You actually have to go do something about that. Mm-hmm. If things aren't working right now, you have to go do something about it. If it's been the same story for you like the last 5 years, you have to go figure it out now. Because otherwise it's going to be another 5 years, and therefore 50, it's going to be the rest of your life. Like if you don't figure it out today, make it so urgent that you have to figure this out today. And tomorrow you might be frustrated that you didn't figure it out, but you went all in figuring it out. And tomorrow you're going to go all in again and actually make a commitment to those goals.
Yes.
That's what I think about affirmations.
Let's go. I love that question.
Great question.
So here is the thing, guys. Like, we spoke about omnipresence today. So you need to take some kind of an action after this. Okay? It's whether you're going to be going back and saying, oh my gosh, you're going to try to make us wrong and you are right. And guess what? You're thinking small. It's not about us being right or wrong, but everything we just shared, you know that you need to be, people need to know who you are. You have to change your mindset. This whole thing is a mindset. I was not allowed to do any of this. I'm going to tell you guys. Some people in my family, they disowned me, you know, because oh my God, people know how you look like right now. You know, actually people send me like, from my family, you are dead to us. Like, oh my God, I should be careful then being around you because I don't know what you're going to do to me then. If someone is saying you are dead to me, that could mean so many things. Maybe your life could be in danger because people know how you look like. But is it worth the sacrifice or not? Many people are scared of that. Many people are scared of other people's opinion about them. I want you to talk about me. You know, I wanted to talk about me, and because you are known, people know how you look like now and what you stand for. And the bigger the message, I promise, the bigger the message, the bigger the challenges. Yesterday we did a 10x Super Life event, person's content from Uncle G, right? And you know, once you start taking massive action and you start getting known and people know who you are, you're going to introducing yourself to your weaknesses and to more problems.
Wow.
And more criticism and hate.
Wow.
At the same time, there is a lot of people who will be also benefiting of knowing who you are. I'm telling you, like, I am risking a lot. We're risking a lot on this. We are risking a lot to do the big purpose that God created us for. Is it worth it? It's worth it.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, every single day it's worth it. So what if someone is threatening me or telling me that I don't know? Oh my gosh. Some people try to make it sound like he is from a different religion, she's from a different religion. It's okay to shed her blood. I'm sorry, guys, it gets ugly sometimes. It gets ugly sometimes, but you know me. You know my name is Maryam Isa Al-Ali Zastipal, and I have a purpose. This will live for eternity. This, what I just said, is going to live for eternity because someone will be like, she had courage. She did what she wanted to do. She has freedom. She makes her own choices. She lives whatever she wants. She does what she loves. And that's what I'm going to be standing for, hope and option and freedom. That's what I stand for. And I happen to help people find their purpose. Right? So are your dreams worthy of you being omnipresent? 100%.
100%. Stop. Like, so for everyone that is thinking small like that, everybody that has the same problems, like one really amazing thing to do is actually go figure out what you want. Like, and figure out what you want, but also what you can offer to other people. How good does it feel to help someone, by the way? Like when you go help someone and you genuinely help someone, it's a win-win. You help them and you feel good about it. Like when you actually help someone, that is what we love to do. We love to help people. Like I actually hate when I can't help someone. It bothers me and it makes me very frustrated because I'm like, why doesn't this person want help? Like, or whatever it is, or maybe they're not telling me something. That's my fault. It's actually always my fault because I take responsibility for it because I'm missing something.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing that you need to know, actually the thing that you need to take away from this today is that you actually need to become omnipresent. Like it's not even an option. And you need to do it for a reason. So figure out what that reason is. If you really love your family, if you really love your kids, if you really love your community, your church, do it for all of those reasons. Because when you aren't, you're actually putting them and yourself at risk. Okay, you're like, for all of the people that lost their job, 40% of people in America lost their job during COVID, like that. 40% of people, what did they blame? They blamed COVID. And the reality is they just literally were not prepared They were in comfort right before that. They were settling right before that until they weren't. And that the same thing's going to happen to you if you decide to stay in the average mindset and not become omnipresent. And again, to our last point, like the last point we just shared, someone needs to hear your message. Like Miriam's the one that taught me that. She's like, you should share your story more. I'm like, I don't really know if I want to talk about committing suicide. People may make fun of me. Oh my gosh. But then I got over myself and I'm like, I don't care if people make fun of me. In fact, actually, it's a good thing if people make fun of me and tell everyone about that story, because someone else needs to hear it. Maybe they're going to hate on me, and then someone that is about to commit suicide hears it and goes and looks me up and is like, I'm not going to do it anymore. What you can offer, the problems that you can solve, can actually literally save people's lives. The gifts that you were given can actually save someone's life, literally. That's how much power you have. So tap into your power. We talked about dimming your light. Instead of dimming your light, tap into your power. Tap into it, okay? Because you know you have so much inside of you, and you're like keeping it. Let go of that. Let go of that selfishness is really what it is, and holding so tightly, and start expanding and becoming omnipresent and flourishing. Move out instead of staying in.
I love that. And with that, guys, we come to the end of today's session. It's about omnipresence. Okay, it's about omnipresence. It's about you going after what you deserve in life. When you have something so big that you can help people with, it is your ethical responsibility to go ahead and share that with the rest of the world. For sure. So are you choosing to be omnipresent today?
Yes, and for those of you that joined at the end here, we come live every single Tuesday at 12 Eastern, 8 p.m. UAE time. That's 12 Eastern, 8 p.m. UAE time. Hit the link here. It's clearandconquer.com/live, and you'll get notified about when we're going live. If you want, you can put it on your calendar. Tuesday, every single Tuesday at noon Eastern, 8 p.m. UAE time. And if you want to do more with us, go to clearandconquer.com/contact and reach out to us.
Let's go, guys.
Like we'll respond to you and see how we can help you, and make sure that we help you, because it is our ethical responsibility and duty, like Miriam mentioned.
Let's go, guys. Let's go conquer.
Let's go conquer, everybody. Thank you for joining.
Have a good one. Bye.